that we have to take into account? What are those costs of remediations? What are the legal risks and exposures do we have? What are those privacy risks that might be relevant to the incident that we're dealing with? Loss of intellectual property and business interruption. These are all elements that are very data-driven that go into determining that calculus for your given organization. So when we think about how we typically do it today, we follow the sequential nature of a typical incident response. And this is very vanilla, right? People are going to have different ways that they look at this. But when we think about how we prioritize each of these steps, at what stage should we start really understanding the context and the underlying nature of the data that potentially was exposed? Was it manufacturing data that allowed a machine to run that produced the things that we sell? Was it sensitive intellectual property that, to the point being made in the prior presentation, could remove the opportunity of selling a new drug or taking a new product to market? But we don't typically do any of that analysis or understand any of that underlying data context in any of these phases. We're working on something else. So how cool would it be to be able to have a sidecar that rides, sidecar with us to be able to tell us when we should start thinking about these things and what each of these steps actually, how they actually change and evolve when you have these challenges or when you have an incident.